with some Minecraft. I was going to do some more Minecraft hardcore. I died, and the other world, I still have it right here. It's the copy, so we can go in and look at the stuff, but you can't play it anymore. It's the way hardcore works on here. Once you die, you pretty much can't load up the world again, but what you can do is recreate. This is our original seed, the seed I first made for her, and we're going to recreate. We're going to cycle it, make sure it's set to hardcore. I can go ahead and give it a name. In hardcore you don't have a bonus chests, and you cannot cheat, so but we're going to create the new world and jump into it. Hopefully it's not night. I forgot to look at that. It will tell you. But Minecraft, I guess, in this way is a little bit like life. We made some mistakes in the first game and died pretty quick. We got a little further in the next matches while my daughter was here, because we learned from our mistakes that we made in the other game. And some games are like that. They're a little bit like life. You can learn from your mistakes and just get back up and retry. And yeah, for one, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Some of the things that probably are mistakes, still don't consider them mistakes. So I haven't got to see my daughter. I talked to her on the phone the other day, and my love, my wife, ex-wife, whatever you want to call her, girlfriend, I guess she looks at it like that. You know, she asked about me a little bit. She was on speakerphone. Nan was probably there too. I don't know. She asked if I got a job and got a place yet. I haven't. Kind of messed up my job, as I found out. They took me off the list. They couldn't contact my phone. But I called them back today, and I'm on the rehire list, so hopefully I'll get that Pizza Hut job here soon. It's sad to kind of be excited about getting that, but I need whatever I can get right now. Writing a lot more. Some good news in all this. One of my poems that I wrote a long time ago, I kind of nerfed it a little bit, and I entered it into a contest. I had to change it to make it fit the contest parameters. But I received my first bit of mail here the other day, and I moved into the semi-finalist round. So they're going to publish the work in a book. It's called The Mind's Eye. And even if I don't win anything or move on any further, I'm about to become a published author. And, you know, I got a Facebook that I keep open basically just for her. And took a picture of the letter and I put it up there. And I don't know if she even saw it. She didn't say anything. Kind of hurt my feelings, so I just deleted it. I've been writing a lot of poetry, actually. I've been writing a lot of poems about her, and I wish now I could have wrote them while we were together. It probably would have been a lot better. But I guess I'm one of those poets that takes inspiration from pain. Takes a certain amount of pain to wake me up out of that, wake me up out of a slump, a writing slump, if you will. She's a writer too. I've helped her develop some of her book ideas. She's going to college right now, so she don't have time for writing, but I figure she'll pick it back up eventually. I'd really like to read those books, actually. I've been writing 2 novels also, a fiction and a non-fiction. I'm writing a non-fiction that is basically about me and her, and I've been writing a fiction novel that relates back to some this RPG games we played before. She's got characters in that too, so I'm hoping to get those done. And I've been writing a lot of poetry. I have almost enough poetry now to produce my own book if I wanted to. I was going to collaborate with some people, but I'm actually getting up to the point to where I don't quite have to. With just a little bit more, I'll be able to publish my own book of poetry. And like I said, I wish I could have wrote her these poems before now. Wish it didn't come to this. Some of them are sweet though. Still, they're not bad. I don't hold any of this against her. If anything, I hate myself that I couldn't be what she needed me to be. So, but I did get to talk to my daughter the other day on the phone. That was really good. I wish they would call more. And I wish even my wife wanted to talk to me more. I know I hurt her, and I didn't really want to. I didn't mean to. Didn't know I was until it was too late, I guess. But I wish she just wouldn't do these things, and would just call every now and then. We fought a lot on the phone. Probably shouldn't have did that either. I was very upset. She was with another man, not just now, but even before we were separated. But she didn't want to work things out. It was very important to me to work this out. But I guess I need to still do some things, and I will. She doesn't know how far I would go for her. I don't know how much pain I would endure, how much I already have for her. She's causing me a lot of hurt in my life. We were, as I've talked about before, together a long time ago. Long time ago. She come back to me after a long period of time, and made me very happy about that. And I guess I failed to show that happiness in the proper way. I think I made her feel ugly, but she's uglier to me now than she ever was. I still don't hate her, although I'm very upset with her, and I've lost a lot of trust for her. And as days goes on, she's just with this other man. Won't even let me talk to my child, and it seems like the only time I ever get to see my child is when I'm a convenient babysitter. It hurts me more. It makes me kind of resent her a little bit, and I never did, even in the past before. And the last thing she said to me on Facebook before she blocked me, which she didn't think was a big deal, but it hurt my feelings. was that if I didn't admit that I despised her, we're here, we'll stay. We won't work things out. And I didn't despise her before, but as this goes on, I still kind of do starting to despise her a little bit. The weird thing is, even though I despise her now more than I ever did before, I still desire her. And even though she's not been faithful to me in this, I've still been faithful to her. I'm very lonely. I would like nothing more than to be with a woman, quite frankly. But I just can't. I want her. And every woman I've talked to, I just fucked that up, basically. Sorry for my language there. I talk about how I care for her, and I ruin that relationship right off the bat, because other women don't really want to hear that you're hung up on an ex, and that you're probably always going to be that way. But I can't. I don't want to lie to them. That ain't fair to them. So I don't know what the future holds for that, but considering that I look at the past and how I've always loved her, always, I doubt very seriously this stuff will change. And I'm probably looking at the very scary prospect of just being alone for a little while. And I don't like it, but that's all there is to it, I guess. I wish there was just something I could do that would want to talk to me. I don't even really want to talk about the relationship anymore. What is there to say? But I wish she would show me some hope that she does sort of care for me still. But the days go on, she don't call. She don't let the baby call. And that hurts me a lot. It hurts me almost more than the infidelity. Because it harkens back to the past for me, when I waited on her all those many years, and she didn't want to have anything to do with me then. I had to eventually face that, only for 10 years later for her to come back to me and apologize finally. And I forgave her. Why would I not, you know? Why would I not? I would forgive her for what she's doing now. And, I just wish she would forgive me. I know I hurt her, and I didn't mean to. And I was was no saint in the relationship either. But that, sometimes you'd have to forgive people. People make mistakes. We're not perfect. So, it just hurts that she don't seemingly want to have anything to do with me. Because that's how it was for me for so many years with her. And I dread going through years like that again. I dread it with a passion. I don't know if I'm even strong enough to do it. I would hope so, but I really just don't want to. I would rather fix all this and have my family back, of course. I was putting up some of the poetry I was writing on Facebook. On this one profile that I have, that she can still see. She blocked my name, but I already had a bunch of proxies that I had for other reasons. I was involved in these debate forums over Christianity and atheism, where I debated for Christianity. And looking back, I spent way too much time into that with people that couldn't care less about me, quite frankly. And I would have rather had that time with her. But also looking back, it isn't the bad things in our relationship that hurt me right now. It's all the good stuff she was throwing away. So had I spent that time with her and she still did this, those times would bring me pain right now. But I often wonder if I hadn't have done that, if I had given her that time and made her feel beautiful and wonderful, like she was my all, that maybe this wouldn't be happening right now. And I lived my life a lot of times without a lot of regrets. To me, it was just always is as it was. And you did the best you can, and that's it. But I would give anything right now to just boot up that game again. And even though I died, to just play the seed again. See if I could do it any better. See if I could learn from my mistakes and not make those choices again, and just see what would happen. But sometimes games in life aren't the same. Can't always do that. Other people's choices come into this. I know I'd do it for her. I have already. When she first approached me, she said I had every reason to hate her. So I don't hate her at all. I never will. I may not have a lot of respect for her, but I guess she don't have a lot of respect for me either, quite frankly. And I may actually sort of look down on her a little bit for doing this. I guess she looks down on me for not being the best provider that I could have been. But that's going to change. That I can fix. I didn't always always clean the house. One of the reasons she tells the baby why I'm not there is because Daddy makes messes. And she wanted me to clean the house and do all these things, and I'm not good at it. But quite frankly, I was raised in trash. I guess maybe in a way she is right. I am trash that someone can just throw away. I was very poor. My family was very poor. I was raised by the drunks. Hell, in ways, I'm a drunk now. So, I just didn't care about a lot of that stuff, and I guess she did. I should have done better with a lot of that. And she finally did approach me with those things. I, of course, tried to fix that the best I could. And sometimes I wonder if that didn't make her even madder. She said she wanted me to be the kind of person where she didn't have to say those things to me, that she didn't have to tell me she needed me to clean and stuff. And she can be whatever person she wants to be to me, and I love her. So even that hurt. These villagers are so stupid. But we're all gonna die again before we can do anything. I needed to, I guess we'll have to build a wall. I tried to seal some of them into buildings this time. This last time all our villagers died and I built that worthless wall. So we'll need to try to build the wall a little quicker this time, I think. That way it ain't so worthless. But, I am happy about the writing, though. Even if she doesn't care, I never wrote her a poem before. I'm gonna write her a whole book of them now. Somehow I doubt that'll even change things. Sometimes I think that might make her more mad. That maybe the one that I become published before she did maybe made her mad. I don't know. But I just wanted her to know that I was doing better in that. It was a big deal for me. When I got that letter, it was the first time I had cried in happiness in quite a while. And it wasn't even really that big of a deal. People reach the semi-finalist round in a poetry competition every day. It's not that big of a deal, but it was to me. And I wished it was to her too. And I won it off of the last poem I wrote years ago, and it's a poem that actually has something to do with her. She's not the only one in it. It's about a lot of people in my life, not just one person. But she's one of those people, and in ways, she's the person that haunts me the most. Nobody's ever had this kind of power over me. Nobody's ever hurt me like this. When somebody hurts you a lot, that's when you really know they've got a kind of authority over you. Sometimes I envy her for the ability to just fall out of love. She's fell in and out of love with me twice now. So she claims. I mean, as I've said before, she's lied to me, so she might be lying about that too. But if she's telling the truth about that, I actually envy that. I wish at times I could just fall out of love with her. Like I could just be angry, spiteful, and tell her, you've hurt me, and it's over, and I don't want to, we don't have no future, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. And not have anything to do with her. And not even think about her. Sometimes I even wonder if she's even thinking about me. Because I think about her a great deal. Even probably when she didn't think I was thinking about her, I was. And I think about her quite a bit now. These silly zombies. I hope we don't die here. That'd be great, wouldn't it? I got that, so. But yeah, it's even with being published and best news I've got in a while, it's still been a very hard time. And it could be so much easier if she was just willing to talk to me. Not even about our relationship or any of that, but I don't even care what about. I'd actually like to just call her up, tell her that Red Letter Media is going to do another Plinkett review on Star Wars again. We used to watch those together. It'd be tough for me to even watch it now. Oh. It's hardcore. It'll put you on the edge of your seat. But, I wish she'd at least let the baby call me. Because even if she don't love me, the baby loves me. And I didn't give her that baby so she could just, let some other man raise it, and let some other man have more to do with my child than me. I didn't, that was not my intent. But even knowing what I know now, I would have still give her that baby. I meant that with her. I would have give her a baby a long time ago. I wish her other children were mine. I wish we didn't go through what we had to go through with them. And I'd pay for them, have paid for them, would help raise them. I would never ask them to call me my dad or anything like that. And that's another thing that, one of the most hurtful things that Aliza said to me this last time that she was up was that Mommy was getting another daddy for her. And that broke my heart. Because that's something that I never did with her children. And the man she was with, he's kind of wicked. In fact, he was very cruel to us, and I guess he was hurt. I'm hurt too. I don't like the man she's with now, but I kind of understand him in a way that I never understood before. Because one time when we went to meet him, and I guess I am some trash, poor trash. I didn't have no money. I didn't have a place. At the time that we got back together, she got back with me while I was living in a low-income apartment, a ghetto, basically, with my sister, which is where I'm at now. It's weird how that comes full circle. But, yeah, I remember him saying, you left me for this, and, it's like he didn't know sort of who I was and that. But I loved her. But I loved her more than he could ever fathom. And, she turned around and did the same thing to me. I have the same statement he has, like, you left me for this, you know? You're gonna leave me for, this old... You're gonna tear our family apart for this? And, that kind of stuff did, sort of make me despise her. But I don't hate her, and I still want her, and I still forgive her. I'll take her back in a heartbeat. I don't want really anyone else right now. There might be other people out there for me, but I don't think they would want her hanging over their shoulders like that, because my heart does and has always belonged to a very few amount of people. And the majority of them have rejected me. And she gets to join that list now. And it's hard for me to take sometimes. Like, am I that bad that I'm just some kind of piece of garbage that somebody can throw away? Somebody can just stop loving? And why can't I do that? Why? Why can't their actions make me stop loving? I don't understand. I've loved very, very few women in my life. Very, very few. And I've faced the pain of rejection a lot. And it's been worst with her. I love her more than any other woman I've ever known. Probably ever will know. I'd probably, even if I did move on, she come back and needed me, and it wouldn't even matter really who I was with, I would probably leave them for her. Even after this. And that's, that's crazy. I don't know why I should feel that way. I mean, she lost her love for me, from what she even says to the baby, because I didn't clean and made stuff hard on her, and she wasn't happy. But, my love for her is not contingent upon frivolous things like that. It's, I can't even make it go away, even when I want it to. Even when it just brings me pain. So, I envy her for that. Her love is, contingent upon my actions. And not something that, boils in her heart. That she can't, make go away no matter what. But I wonder, should I envy her for that? Is that something to envy? I mean, it seems like it now, but, people like that will know betrayal. They'll know it in a way, I guess, that I can't. I do wish you would call, or at least let the baby call. And, I kind of wish you would unblock me on Facebook so I can go back and read her posts that she put on my timeline. I actually enjoy reading, and I like to read some of that stuff again. And if somebody blocks you, you can't access any of that. It takes it all off your timeline, like they don't even know you. So, and I asked her to do that for me, and then she acted like she didn't know how to do it. But that's ignorant. She's not stupid. She knows exactly how to do that, but she knew that would hurt me. Sometimes I think maybe she wants to hurt me a little bit. Maybe I needed her to hurt me. Hell, the more I think about it, I've been more productive here recently than I have in a while. I was depressed and I was neglecting her before now, but I spent a lot of time thinking about her and writing her stuff and giving her the things I should have given her beforehand. But the problem is, she spends a lot of time hurting me and ignoring me. But then again, that was her complaints against me, that I was cold and that I ignored her. So maybe I'm feeling her pain right now and deserve it. I don't know. I don't know if I even care in a way. I just want my family back. And more than that, I wish that she wanted our family back. That she didn't feel the need to just tear it asunder to seek her own happiness. I mean, I wasn't happy either, living in her mom's house under her mom's thumb. It was very displeasing, actually. It was, quite frankly, one of the worst experiences in my life. I had a good job and couldn't make it out to it, but we'd have done better off in these low-income apartments out here. I mean, the money we would have saved in rent pales in comparison to what I could have potentially made and even paying rent out here. It's a joke. I just wish a lot of things, I guess. So, well, I was trying to dig down to this one part, but I think we're going to stop this here for now, and I'm going to go write. Actually, I think I need to write on these novels, because I need to get that stuff going, and I need to get it done. And we'll figure out this game here a little later. I appreciate you if you're out there, and if you're going through things like what I'm going through now, hang in there and never lose hope. I never lost hope on her, even when she left me 10 years ago, and she come back, I guess only for me to mess it up. But, I'll learn from these mistakes, and I'm gonna fix this. And you can too. Learn from your mistakes and forgive people. And just hang in there, people. I'll talk to you later.